Okay, so I went ahead and wrote these tests. And I'm going to explain why I'm saying show status instead of the status attribute. Notice this is a verb, and it is a method. That's because I don't know a way, and I'll give you some sort of prize if you do know a way of setting the status according to the temperature. If I have an attribute here, like a noun, like just a variable, an instance variable, I want this to change whenever the temperature changes. But since I don't have a way of doing that, I'm going to make a method.
To restrict access, the way that you access the temperature to be a function to raise temperature, lower temperature, and every time you call the function, it would update the.
Every time, yeah, you have to tie it together somehow. So the way I chose is to turn it into a method. And the test for that method is here. So test ice cream show status. Show status returns the status of the ice cream. So if the temperature is 45, I want it to be watery. If it's 35, it'll be almost ready, etc., etc. And then when it gets down to 15, it'll be freezer burn. So this will also be a giant if statement. So if is greater than 40, I'm going to say return watery. Else, if it's greater than 30, I'm going to say almost ready. I forgot my colon. Ready. Greater than, no, I just want an else.
Colon after your else.
Ah, colon after my else. And, oh, I never ran the test to begin with. Ah, ice cream object has no attribute status. Where is this coming from? Line 7 in string. Well, how do I go about fixing this? Ethan?
Line 7.
Line 7 in string. Okay.
Instantiate status, don't we?
That's because your self.status and your init statement got erased. So it's not picking up the initial status.
And call it as a function.
Well, that one?
Whenever it goes to that point, it will call that and return the status.
Hopefully. Yay! So now that we have this set up, I'm gonna go till 9:30 and we'll see if we can make a CLI for it. Marcos, what does CLI stand for?
I have no idea.
Anybody know what CLI stands for?
Bandwidth interface.
command line interface. So it's not a GUI, a graphical user interface. It's a command line interface. It's what we've been doing a lot lately.
It's like the,
Input,
it's like
yeah.
the Apple, not the Apple Tree spec, but the Apple Tree runner.
Yeah.
It's
Or
a
is that
command-
whenever you just type in Python? You kind of
Oh,
interface
yeah.
it.
But in this
Okay.
case, the Apple Tree runner didn't actually allow user input.
So I'm gonna make a runner.py, and in it I'm gonna print so we have our runner here. I do want to import and I do need a freezer. I'm gonna say and then I'm gonna have some kind of input. I'm gonna say this is gonna be one of those old school games. And make this multi-line string.
Remind me why there's triple quotes.
There's a multi-lines.
Multi-lines.
Multi-line string is triple quote. So choose an option. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to, I'm going to combine that into 1 to actually add the ice cream to the freezer, just to make it simple for now. I'm going to wait. And then I'm going to have an input. And I have to set a variable. Right? Okay, so if the user input is 1, then I'm going to,
Will it be a string?
it will be a string. All user input is a string. So if it equals to 1, I'm gonna give you an option. What flavor, right?
If you want this to loop through, you might enclose the whole thing in a while statement.
Yes.
While reason is not equal to 4. And
While-
4 quick.
Well, I'm gonna say you have to make 10 ice creams to win this game. While
Length is done.
this is, I want this above the prompt. I'll put these together. So, what flavor? Flavor. And I'm going to load it into the freezer. So now if I check the freezer, I should have a printout of the ice cream I loaded in there. So let's just check to make sure we did everything. So I'm going to make a new ice cream. I'm going to say, chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm going to check the freezer. I have 1 chocolate chip cookie dough, 51 degrees, watery. Okay. So we have this functionality. I can keep going. And I should have multiple ice creams. I feel like every time I load the ice cream, I should check it so we know what happened instead of just the silence.
That's cool. Did you like put a print statement, say like you have loaded?
Oh, you have loaded? We can do that.
You just do print, after you load the ice cream, print, you have loaded brackets ice cream.
Something like that.
Sure.
I like that you have loaded. Can you plus like in JavaScript?
Yep.
Yeah. Also common.
But I do want that check in there. And then let's see if that worked. Uh-oh, how do I get out of this?
Control C.
Control C?
Yep.
If Control C doesn't work, what would I use?
Escape C.
I'll use Control D.
Oh,
Okay.
what does that do? It's just words.
Control D means end of file. So you're putting in the end of the file.
Oh.
Equals 3. That's wait. So freezer.freeze. Okay. Now, this game has a way to win. It'll just exit out. So that's not nice. We have to say give it a message. If
And in this case, I would say length of done. Done will never get to.
done, we don't even do anything with, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We currently have no way to win these here. We're not adding anything to done.
Okay, so we're not adding anything to done. When should we add something to done?
When the status is equal to ready
When the
So-
status is equal to ready
and we check.
and we check. I like it. Okay, so it should happen in here.
So into
In 2, freezer.check. For
ice cream in freezer.
ice cream in freezer.contents. If
Get status. Get status.
is equal to ready, and I believe remove item removes the item which is passed in the argument. If you want to base it on the index, you can use the pop. So I'm just going to remove the item. And I'm going to,
So before you remove it, add the item to your done.
and if it's phaser burn, I want to put it in the trash.
So just remove it, but don't undo your. You don't have the trash.
I don't have a trash. So at the end, while length is done,
10 ice creams is going to take a while.
if it is going to take a while, if let's do 5, while if the length of, oh, I might have been moving too fast. I wanted to actually get it done, but I had until 9:30.
Well, no, now you can compare length of done to length
We can
of
always make
trash.
it better. Okay,
Because
so
if you made more ice cream than you threw away.
yeah, if so if there's a lot of phaser burn ice cream, we want you to lose the game. If there's a lot of done, you win. So if it's equal to 5 and length of trash, what do we want to do?
Less than 5.
Less than, I'm gonna say 3.
Less than.
Okay.
Okay. Then what? And then if should I just do an else? We have to think carefully when we make our if else's.
So
I would
This
make it
while.
specific.
Okay, if the length of trash is greater than 3, you say
I can get fired.
all right.
You suck.
get out of here.
You suck. Take out the trash.
Take out the trash. Okay, so does this work?
I like this.
I need at least a few ice creams. Uh-oh. Concatenate. You have loaded.
Oh.
Again. How do we do this? STR? Like that? Oh.
Cookies and cream.
keeps getting warmer. You keep opening the freezer.
Oh no, it's okay.
We're gonna have a lot of trash.
What else?
No,
Dill
if you-
pickle.
Dill pickle. Oops, I made a back tip.
Nobody wants sunflower.
Ginger.
You got some disgusting tasting ice cream.
No, ginger is great.
Fish. Okay.
Okay, wait.
We wait.
Fish.
Fish? There's fish in there?
Keep waiting.
Keep waiting. Bobby.
Making new ice cream. With Bobby.
You got some ice creams that are almost ready.
They're almost ready.
Munches.
We've been waiting to.
Let's
Too
check.
long?
Check. We're gonna lose. Oh, keep going. Keep more time. Oh, no, that's too much. Check. Ew.
Ready. Okay.
Almost
Ready.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 that are ready. Now,
So with the check, it pulls
Yeah,
out
yeah,
the-
that's automatically gonna go full on. Hey.
Yay.
You're higher. Thanks, word.
now does it work if we freezer burn them?
It's crazy.
It doesn't stop until you got it pulled out at least
It doesn't stop until we've
until you pulled out 5.
done at least 5 ready ones. Hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to freezer burn these. Okay,
Oh.
and then, they went, oh, interesting.
But if you keep putting ice cream back in, can we recover them?
Keep putting ice cream back in.
Yeah, because their temperature should go back up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is how you keep recover them to get, but that's only if you're close to being freezer burned. You add enough ice cream in a row to get them back up to being ready.
There's still,
I guess we'll give them the wall back.
It also seemed to only remove one at a time. I thought it would remove them all at once.
No, because it removes all of the ones that are there, but then the next time you check it, there might be some that is in the process of checking. So every time you check them, you're also changing the temperature slightly.
Okay. Well, it looks like
So
oops. Oh, these are ready. It did it one at a time. Okay, anyway. That's it for ice cream and freezers for today. When we come back at 9:30 in about 6 minutes, we'll go over databases and CSV, the new material.
okay. Right. That's real good.